So I understand that. And then I go to visit your plant, and I've been there, go every 3 or 4 months now. And I guess not very many people who are analysts on Wall Street, even though 22 guys publish about Tesla, I think very few have actually been there, and hardly anyone's spoken to you. But then when I go into the plant, and I see, and I've been to other automobile plants also, and there's a lot of people, not that many machines, and I see our plant in Tesla, and I see a lot of machines and not that many people. And I look at it, and it appears to me so Herculean. How do you build such a thing, and how could you ever think you're going to be successful? How would you do such a thing? And then to start up, you're a poor immigrant kid, you come here and you do, how do you do that? How'd that work?
Sure. Well, I mean, at the beginning of Tesla, I didn't think we would be successful. I thought we would almost certainly fail.
And you put all the money you had in PayPal to invest in this, and you thought you'd fail? Yeah.
I mean, I could walk you through the basic logic of, coming out of PayPal, I was fortunate enough to have about $180 million, and I thought, well, that's a lot of money. You know, if I'm going to assign half of this to SpaceX, Tesla, and Solar City, and then I'll still have the other half, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, but you told your wife if it doesn't work, we're going to live in her parents' basement?
I did, yeah. But I was, hopefully kidding, because it's like, it's not great in her parents' basement. It's really not great. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, she didn't like that. But I mean, the way things... So I thought, so I figured I'd probably lose the money, but with, a good try, and it's kind of important and worth doing. But then, as time went by, and the companies needed more money, and then we hit that really tough recession of 08 to 09, which was super bad for the car industry. I mean, you had GM and Chrysler go bankrupt. So I was like, man, if I don't invest everything, if I invest everything, there's a chance, and that we'll survive. If I don't invest everything, there is no chance.
So if it wasn't for that recession, there's no way this could have existed. Being able to buy $1 billion plant for $50 million.
Oh, that's true. But that came a bit later. But yeah. But the real key thing was 2008. Well, even maybe if you go from mid-2007 to mid-2009, that 2-year period was super bad. And we'd made so many mistakes in the beginning of Tesla that we basically had to recapitalize the company almost completely in 2007. Because, I mean, almost every decision we'd made was wrong. So, and when we created the company, and I got to give credit here for the beginning for AC Propulsion, which is a little company in Southern California, who created an electric sports car. And it was actually based on AC Propulsion's sort of idea. But I was trying to convince AC Propulsion to commercialize an electric sports car, commercialize this sort of prototype that they'd done, but they had no interest in doing that. And after a while, I got tired of trying to convince them, and so I said, look, I'm just going to do this myself. And then they said, well, there's some other people that also want to do it. Do you want to join in with them? I said, okay, let's do that. But those guys don't get enough credit. They did some cool stuff with an electric sports car before Tesla did.